not sure.
Hi guys.
Hello. I'm trying to adjust my mic, friends.
We're here back on another Thursday night.
Yeah, so excited.
With Amber and Trish.
And I hear one of the girls barking at your house.
Oh, yes. That's how they do. And I have my door open right now because no one else is here. So I don't have the heart to leave them all by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Is Mario riding?
No, he's getting a haircut.
Oh.
Yeah. He's getting a haircut, so.
Yeah. We'll start here in a moment. We'll let people come in. So if you're joining us, make sure. Hey, Melanie. Thanks. I was just going to say, make sure you say hi.
There she is.
So, and don't forget, if you're on Facebook, you need to give StreamYard permission to show your name.
Yep.
So, how are you doing, Melanie? Is it warm where you are?
I hope so. It's not warm here.
All right, we've got a Lady Sastone from Healthy Journey. Oh, that's in it.
How about just Lady? That sounds good.
We'll call you Lady. Welcome, friend.
Debbie. Hey. Hi, Debbie.
Yay. Yeah, we're just waiting, letting people come in and say hi. While we wait, make sure you get yourself a drink. I've got my tea and maybe a little snack, and grab either your original Loom. Oh, hey, Shirley, thanks for letting us know what your name is. Awesome.
Okay, that's better, huh? Hi, Kathy.
Yeah, so make sure you grab your original or original Loom or Small Wisdom Warrior. So, hello, Kathy. So happy to have you. It was negative 28. Oh, hey, Jules. It was -4 here today, and that was enough for me. Everything ached. That's how.
Hi, Ann. Hi, honey. Sorry, guys. The camera's here. The computer's here. So if you see me kind of, we'll hopefully work that out eventually. But hey, you know.
Yeah, I had to put my camera in a weird spot.
Yeah, so I probably will too. I probably will have to too.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve.
It is. It is.
My husband isn't techie like yours.
Oh, he does well.
Hi,
hey, Rose. Good timing. Good timing.
Punch bug. What is that?
Punch bug. Punch buggy's when it's like the car.
Oh, yeah.
Good try.
Sounds like Jinx. I'm going to close this door here, guys, because it sounds like Daddy is home now, so we won't have to listen to the crazies.
Oh, thanks, Jules. Thanks for commenting on the lighting. All right. While she does that, welcome, everybody. So as I said, make sure you grab yourself a drink. I have some hot tea here. And then grab either your original Jewel Loom or your Small Wisdom Warrior.
There we go.
And we are going to be working with the Beads in a Bag Earth Tone Kit tonight.
Yep.
Very exciting. So in the the description, you can see the links through Tricia's affiliate to be able to get that. So, and Joan has joined in here. Yeah, so we're excited to be here. My name is Amber, and I own Nittany Creations, and so excited to help out Joan here. Jules, because I watched Joan come in here. Excited to help Jules out in I'm not sure how to hide that, but hey, Joan.
I forgot I had my cover on my camera. Hopefully I'll start working.
But anyways,
That's awesome, Melanie. I'd appreciate that so much if you use my affiliate link, girl. Hey, there's Joan. Look at her, beautiful. She's in the mountains. Where are you vacationing, Joan?
Let's see. I went to the Rocky Mountains.
Okay, awesome. Bring me something back, okay?
Okay.
Very
Certainly
fun.
don't look like that here.
Aw. All right, Trish, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, I'll look at the camera, not the screen when I do it. My name is Tricia Giazzon. I own Pink Poodle Jewelry Studio. I have been a jewelry designer for about 15 years, give or take. My studio is actually located in my home in a little town in Pennsylvania. I'm married to my high school sweetheart, and we have 2 fur babies. There, now you know it all.
Joan, do you want to introduce yourself?
Do I have to?
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
Joan is she is the lady behind the scenes helping all the designers out in the beading community, and so
yes, she is.
She's here to help answer questions and all of that.
She's a big support system for us, and we really appreciate her.
Love you, ladies.
Love you too,
we love you too, friend. So I'm gonna change our screen up here.
Oh, we're getting crazy up in this one.
If I can remember. There we go. All right.
And all right.
And now I gotta go down to the table. I have had a long day. So tonight, as I mentioned, we're going to be working with the Earth Tones kit. And so I thought I'd show you some of this yummy goodness. I'm hearing an echo. Anybody else hear that? Maybe it's just me.
I don't.
But okay. It's just beautiful. There's these gold feathers, and then even there's like a gold sparkle. Let's see if I can get it to. It likes the bowl.
Maybe
better.
if you put your hand behind it. Sometimes if you put your hand behind it.
There we go. Yep. I don't know if you can see that sparkle, but very pretty.
Gold stone, yeah, it's beautiful.
All kinds of yummy goodness in there. It comes with this cute little button and a cute little bag. And then it also comes with some 8-0s and some 11-0s. Okay. And what I'm going to work on with you guys tonight is just to review how to warp your loom. So last week, if you want to see how to warp the original, you can see what Trish did last week. Mine is still upstairs, sadly. I meant to bring it down, but my office is in the downstairs in my house. But here we have this small wisdom warrior, and we are going to warp her tonight. So we have for the beads in the bag, we were doing 7 across with the brown hemp. You also receive hemp with your kit. So you come up to the knob. You bring your hemp around. And you're going to tie a knot around the knob up here on the top to secure it. Yes, Joan of Joan and Ginger. That is right, Debbie. And then you pick one of the grooves. So the grooves are the same, very similar to the original loom, the original jewel loom. And you slide it in and just pushing it down a little helps. And then I just kind of eyeball it to line it up on the other end. And then I take it, and I like to go around twice. It helps hold that tension. And then I return with this one. You only need 1 space in between. Push the hemp down. Wrap it around twice to help hold the tension. Sometimes I hold it here too, or up on top to hold the tension while I'm wrapping. So like if you see, I put my finger here on top of the hemp, right above the knob, while I'm trying to figure out where I want it. And then I'm not losing any of my tension. The tension's still there. And then I can just come back to it. With the hemp, sometimes it does pop out. I see it popped out over here a little. And that's okay. It popped out a little bigger. And when you weave, you can pull it in a little too. So it's not the end of the world, but I will slide over a little there. I am using Beadalon's hemp, but you can certainly get hemp on Jules's website at Loom. And the kit also comes with the hemp that you need. So I'll come over, lay it in the, make sure I'm on screen, lay it in the groove, wrap it around twice, hold the tension with my finger there. I like to spin my loom. Everybody kind of does it differently. You do what's comfortable for you to get that warp on tight. So as you can see, I'm holding it again with that finger to maintain that tension while I unravel some hemp here off of my board. And we're up to 5. So slide down, push it down into those grooves, wrap it around twice, and then one more. Or you can hold it. I'm also trying to turn it so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's a little awkward to get the whole thing on here. But find that groove. Wrap it around twice. Then I hold it, bring out a little extra hemp. Find my scissors. I'm going to cut it. I like to cut with a lot of extra in there so that I can wrap it around. Can you hear that? Got some good tension there. Don't lose the tension while you try to tie. It's hard to show how to tie on camera here. So I'm holding it over here so I don't lose any tension. And you're going to go under all the warps. Grab the string, grab the hemp, and then go back through and create just a simple knot. Pull it tight and repeat. Repeat and repeat. We're in a boat. Pete falls out.
And then what happens?
So there you go. So warp. And I had already started those.
I'm having a little trouble hearing you, Amber. Is it me or Joan? Can you hear her okay?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Oh, you're muted, Joan.
That's fine.
Good. We're good now.
Okay. My mic got pushed a little bit away, so that might be why. All right. So last time we were working on the beads in the bag, I had started beading it. And this is just simple beading. The first row is always the hardest, but it's no different than what I'm going to do down here. So the only difference is you tie a knot up here, and then that's pretty much the only difference. I'm not going to tie a knot each row. So dump out my seed beads here. And these are, you're going to, for this part, you use the 8/0s. And find my needle. And when you get I'm using Wildfire to pick to weave with. And I really love Wildfire. I love the way it feels and the way it works. There are other products, but this is my favorite. So what you are gonna go under, and you're gonna pick up 6 seed beads. So you always do one more warp than you're going to do. So we did 7 warps, and I'm gonna pick up 6 seed beads, and they're gonna go underneath. And then people do this part differently. Some, like myself, like to hold it right here and then pull the needle through. I don't. And I'm pulling that through backwards, aren't I? See, that's the kind of day I've had. Woo! Yay! Okay,
Yeah,
I made a mistake there.
It happens. It happens.
Yes, I had my needle coming back out the wrong way. Anyways, so not yet. You lay it underneath all the warps, push the beads up through. So you go one way underneath, and you go the other way on top. So now I'm going through the top. And if you look, see if I can get it to focus. It almost matches the beads, so it's kind of hard to see, but I can see the silver in between each bead. So you want to make sure you see that every time you're going back through your beads. For those, when you get out your beading thread, you can do about a wingspan and a half. I don't think I mentioned that. So back through again, going underneath, picking up 6 seed beads. And the other way you can do is just drop it down. And then pull up underneath all of the warps. And then once again, go through each seed bead, making sure your needle is on top of the warps. Or in this case, we're using hemp. And then pulling the needle through. And I'll do one more row here and answer any questions, and then we'll move on to Trish is going to show you the beginning of the next step. So I'm picking up 6 seed beads, and you're just going to keep repeating this until you have enough length for your bracelet. So for me, I have a 7-inch wrist. So I will be down 6 inches. I always do 1 inch less than what my wrist is. And then that extra inch works well with the button and the closure and all of that, however you want to close it. This one we're going to use a button, but there are other ways to close them. And you do the same exact thing on the original jewel loom. The original is a really great one to start if you're a new beginner. The beads in the bag is great because you go 6 inches of just repeating the same thing over and over and over again and you don't have to worry about colors. or anything, and it really helps you get used to the technique. Once again, go underneath and then over the top. And that's what locks your seed beads into your piece. And I got caught on some hemp over here. All right. So feel free to ask us any questions. I'm going to move over to Trish here, who's ready on her table. Let's see. Got to go here. And then there we go. And she's going to show you how to do the loops.
Okay, guys. Thank you, Amber. That was really, really good, really informative. What I want to do first, guys, is I'm going to show you how to do your loops, but we had some questions the other night on our Zoom about the beautiful buttons that Jules makes and how we can colorize them if we want to. So I just wanted to share that with you in case you're interested in any of her buttons. I mean, they're beautiful plain, but you can also color them. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 different types here of what I did with them. This one here I colored with colored pencils. And you can kind of see it's kind of muted. It's a little bit. There you go. It's kind of muted, but very soft looking. And it looks really pretty. I mean, I do like the colored pencils for that reason. And you can blend them very nicely. This one here, I used alcohol inks on it. And you can see that's much more dramatic. They soak into the wood more so than like the color pencils do. And then I did the back of it as well. But, you know, I left the middle with that natural color and then just used the alcohol inks around the edge. And then this butterfly that I did, I actually used patina paints on those, if I can get the word out, on this one. And it did take a while to be able to paint those wings and things like that. You just need a fine brush. But you can also see that's really gives you a pop of color. So that gives you like some options when you want to use Joel's beautiful buttons. That's just some ideas for you. Okay. So what I'm using here, guys, just like Amber, I'm using Wildfire. I like this natural tone for working with the browns. And I took off about a wingspan to do the loops. Now, usually, I'm like Amber, I do take off a wingspan and a half to do bases. Okay, you are going to need more. So if you notice here, I have a needle right here sticking in. And what I usually do is I will count the rows that I have on my loom for the base. Excuse me, guys. And then divide that by 3. So that gives you 3 equal sections. So that's, you know, that's just what I like to do. So I've come in 17 here. I'm going to come in 17 here. And then I should have 17 in the middle. So that kind of gives you an idea. Now, on this kit, again, as Amber said, it's really gorgeous. This has a lot of natural stones in it and beautiful check glass. There's like some white quartz or quartzite. There's goldstone, citrine I see in there. And, you know, just really a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. So first thing you want to do, like I said, I took my wingspan here and I'm going to count up 17 rows. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there's my 17th row. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to back up 2 and I'm going to go through the 15th row from left to right over the top. Okay. And I'm going to pull that through and I'm going to leave myself a little bit of a tail on the end, just so I have something to work with when I want to weave it back through to hide the knots. And then I'm going to go back through on top through the 16th row. And now I'm back on the left. So then I can start into the 17th row with my loops. Okay. So basically we're using our 11 O's and we're using our beautiful bead mix here. And then we have these really pretty feathers that we can tie in. I usually will do my loops and then go back through and hook in what charms I want to put on, but you can do it both ways. Either way works. So what I'm going to do is I've already kind of looked at this and decided how high I want my loops to be. Now this is going to be trial and error for you guys because, you know, sometimes you want them fuller, sometimes you want them tighter to the base, you know, and it's all an amount of seed beads that's going to give you that height. Okay. So I decided I want to use 4 seed beads on one side here. I'm just going to pick those up. And this beautiful beadboard you can also find on Joel's website. I just love it. So we got 3 and 4. And then what I usually do then, I push those down so I don't lose them off my needle. Whoops, sorry, I bumped my mic. And then I'll pick what I want for my center. So say if I want to put, there's like some 8OC beads in here. So I'm going to pick one of those up. Okay, and then I'm going to put I'm going to grab a real pretty center bead. Yep. And that one would be the one that wouldn't go on, right? That's how it goes. So I'm going to grab a center bead, and then I'm going to grab another one of those 8OC bead because now I'm working backwards on my pattern. And then 4 more seed beads, the 11 O's. Okay, if I can get it on there, we'll be in business. There we go. So I'm on the 17th row, and I'm going to pick 3 beads across here on this one, and I'm going to go up and over the top, and I'm going to put the needle through the 3rd bead here. And I say that as my hands bounce around as usual. It's so lovely not having steady hands sometimes.
Yeah.
It stinks. There we go, guys. Did it. All right. So once you pull that back through, that's going to give you your first loop. Okay. And I went across 3 beads with that. And I have 3 beads left. So we'll have even loops on this side. Okay. So what I just do then, I'm going to show you this here, guys. So you can kind of see, I'll put it sideways. So that's the height that you have for your loop. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick up 4 more seed beads. Okay. And I think I'm going to pick up some fire polish this time because why not? So I'm going to pick up one of those 8Os again. And then I'm going to put on a beautiful piece of citrine colored fire polish. And then one more of those 8OC beads. And I'm just pushing those down, guys, because I know myself and I know that I will dump that off very easily off my needle. So, you know, practice has taught me that you push those beads down there or you're going to be picking them up.
I have that issue too.
Yep. Yep. So, all right. So now we have our beads and I've taken them down to the base here. And I'm just going to go through that 3rd bead on top. Yep. And I say it so easily, but then my hands are like, no, you're not. So, and I hit the mic again. I'm going to have to move that because I get wild with my thread over here. All right. So then I'm going to turn it, guys. And we have our 2 loops here. I don't know if you can see. It's a little dark right there. There we go. Adjusted. So then I'm going to go into the next row. I'm going to go through that 1st bead. Let me get this closer up here so you can see. I'm going through that 1st bead with my needle. Okay, so I'm hooking into that next row. All right, And I'm going to pick up 4 more seed beads. I mean, you get the idea probably, but I'm going to show you this row on doing like an odd amount instead of doing the loops even. So it kind of gives you a little bit of dimension to your piece rather than all the loops being the exact same size. I found that that's the way I like to do it. Okay, so I put my 4 seed beads, my 8 O's. Gonna put those on. Put one of those on, and then I'm gonna take a piece of this gorgeous gold stone and another 8O. And 4 more seed beads, pushing them down, pushing them. I can't. I mean, if you are at all clumsy like I am, guys, I highly recommend doing that. It's like chasing seed beads around here. 3 and 4. Okay. And I'm going to push those down on that base. So now we're on the outside on this side, okay? And I'm only going to go over top of 2 beads this time. So I'm going to take my needle and go into the bead that's next to it. And you're going to go through it, but you're going to stay on top of the beads, okay? You don't ever have to go underneath when you're doing these loops. At least I don't personally. I like to do them this way. So, okay. So we did that one just in 2. So that gives you like a tighter, snugger base, which, it makes it a little higher, okay? See how that one's just standing up a little bit taller? Also, if you don't always have to use the same amount of seed beads. If you want your loops to be different sizes, you can certainly do that and use 4 and 6 and 2, whatever. You know, it's up to you. This is just the basics for you to you do you. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2, 2, and 2. So I'm going to get three loops across there. So we'll do that. And I think you definitely will have it by then for sure, if you don't now already. I hear doggies outside the door.
Aw. Yeah, I like to do 4, 6, and 8, actually.
Yeah.
When I go across.
It gives you a little bit of depth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I vary them.
And go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can also do the whole bracelet and the yummy goodness. There's enough in this kit to do the entire bracelet in loops.
Yes, you certainly could. That's for sure. This is just your basic. So you guys, you make it your own. That's always the case with the stuff that we're teaching you. You make it your own and you put your own stamp on it. That's what makes it so beautiful. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to go back through. I have to turn it here, guys, to get a good angle. Mm-hmm. Come on out of there. And then I'm just going to go back through the bead that's beside there. Don't want to go through that. There we go. And I'm just going to pull this snug.
Welcome, Facebook user. So glad you could join our live. If you can let StreamYard know who you are, or if you can give us your name, glad you could make the live tonight.
Okay, guys. So those two are right beside each other, and that's that white piece of quartz that I put on top. And then I'm just going to do one more here. But yes, feel free to vary the lengths of your loops. That would definitely make it very beautiful.
And hi, Claire. Glad you could join us.
Oh, I see this one. I'm going to use this one.
There is so much goodness in this. Like
this is a beautiful kit. I really do like it a lot. Even if I wasn't demoing, I would like it a lot. It's my baby. I love check glass and natural stones. I mean, who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we built our little pile there. And then I'm just going to go into the next side.
Yes, Facebook user, whoever asked if we're using the earth tone kit. Yes, that is the one
Yes.
we are using tonight. We can't see your name, so make sure you give StreamYard permission or share your name with us.
So there you go, guys. That's just some basics there for you. Again, however you like to do it, however many seed beads, how many natural stones, and like Amber said, you can cover the whole thing, which would be absolutely fabulous, which I may do with this one. I may just decide to go back and cover it. I don't know, because I like more is more. That's my theory. So
go big or go home, right?
So hopefully that helped clarify some stuff for you guys and give you the basics there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple other things I was thinking about that the more beads, the bigger the loops. Very true, Joel. Jules just made that comment.
That's true too. Yep.
Yes, go big or go home, right?
Yep.
So, a couple things. Looking at Tricia's loom there, I know that when I was showing my beading, I bead from the top down, but Tricia beads from the bottom up. Neither way is wrong. You could as we keep saying, you do you. I'm sorry to hear that, Kelly, that the link's not working. Well, at least we know who you are now, right? Glad you could be here. Yeah, so either way is fine. When you're looming, you can, some people even do it sideways. Like loom with the loom sideways, I should say. So like they loom this way. So
turn off those harsh lights.
You want to work with it what you're most comfortable with.
Yeah,
and I always go left to right, but you can go right to left.
Yeah.
Great question, Paula. Trish, Paula has a question for you.
Okay. You try to stagger the different sizes of loops or the placement of them? Sure. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. And that will give you a lot of interest and a lot of depth to your piece. Yep.
I don't know if you heard Trish, Paula, but you could do either way. The idea tonight was just to show you how to make your loops.
Right. Yep.
So
absolutely. Is my sound not coming through okay?
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay.
You're perfectly fine. Okay. I was just
reiterating. Who knows with my internet?
Actually, it's the best I've seen.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yay. I think we finally got it.
Yay! So, Paula, that's a great question. I don't know if you heard me mention that you can do 4, 6, 8. So that means 4 seed beads on each side of the special bead, and then 6 seed beads on each side of the special bead, and 8. Or you can do any pattern you want. So
can I
you
say
were doing all.
Did? And Joan, yes, please.
Oh
yeah. I've only made one, and I don't have the guts to do another one yet, or I'm tired because I kept putting it aside. You'll hear why. I decided to go. I did a 6 across, 6 rows, and then I decided to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 through every single bead.
Wow.
It came out really cool, but that was not something I could do in several cities. I kept doing just maybe 3 rows every night because it's really tedious.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just use the same bottom bead to go through. You don't have to go through 2 at a time or 3 at a time. I mean, if you wanted to build it all on one bead, you could, but I think it's, for as far as the base goes, I think it's probably better if you use at least 2 to go through on the bottom, and then it's linked in there well. I mean, would you concur, Amber?
I'm not sure if I'm following.
Okay, I'm just talking about when I go through my beads. Sorry. My beads on my base is what I'm talking about. So sometimes I'll go through and I'll catch 2 beads to loop through.
Oh yeah.
Versus, 1 bead or 3 beads. You could do it through a 1 bead. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Was that what you were saying, Joan, that you only went through 1 base bead, or the number of seed beads you had?
Mute.
You're muted, honey.
You're muted.
Joan, you're muted.
You looked very pretty doing that.
You mean you can't read lips? Okay. So anyway, what I did was I went through 1 bead on the base. So I went through each bead, but I kept increasing the number of seed beads on the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I used 3 seed beads on each side, 4
Yes.
seed beads, 5 seed beads, like that. So it was tight on one end and shaggy on the other.
Yeah, I like
That's awesome. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Claire, that's awesome. You've been able to make 2 full bracelets. This is my favorite technique too. I really enjoy this.
Yeah, the loops got me.
Yeah.
First time I saw them. You know it, Amber.
Oh my
goodness.
First
time I saw the loops, I'm like, I have to make these things.
And we'll show you in other lives how to use this kit to make loops on other things. Maybe we'll make some earrings or something.
Rings.
Or rings. We
can make loops on rings. I'm not
trying. So our hope here is not to teach a whole bracelet or a whole necklace or anything, but to teach you the technique in order for you to go forward and use your loom
your way.
Yeah. Claire, Jules is asking, she's over on YouTube. Are you the Claire that's from South Africa? And Paula, did that answer your question? I see an okay. But feel free on Facebook to ask us more questions too.
Or reach out to us. You can certainly reach out to us on Facebook as well if you'd like to.
Yeah. Yes, Jules, it is Claire from South Africa.
Made 2 bracelets with my kit too. Just needed a few base beads from my stash. Very generous kits. Yes, we agree with you. That's super awesome. Super awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty. I mean, even these are my base beads left. So there's plenty to do another.
Oh, yeah.
Another base. And
Claire, Jules is over talking with people on YouTube, but she says hello. We're so excited that you could join us live.
Yes, very cool.
Are there any other questions before we close out tonight? We will be here every Thursday, and all of our videos, the lives, will be saved on Facebook, but also on YouTube. Yes. So if you have a chance, go over to Jules's YouTube and make sure you subscribe and like the videos. And Jules is mentioning you can also I will put a banner up with Jules's text number.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Good.
Here it is. So rolling across the screen right now, Jules mentioned to text the 805 number that's rolling across the screen. And you will get updates from Jules directly, letting you know. Yeah, when we go live, when she goes live, we will hopefully, as long as we're healthy, as long as life is good, we will be here with you every Thursday.
Oh, and there's our link for YouTube there that Joan so kindly posted.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Joan and Jules, for. So we have the bead kit. Just text bead kit to Jules, and then let's see. Can I? Oh, I'm not seeing a ticker or anything for YouTube. But anyways, go on over. We hope to, go on over to YouTube and make sure you subscribe to Jules. Oh, thank you, Joan. And
that was Trish, P.S.
Oh, well.
I mean, are you
I am so impressed. Woo!
Trish is more advanced than me.
I don't know about that. Only because Amber showed me.
I couldn't talk into it though. You know.
Sorry, and I interrupted you.
Oh, that's okay. I believe Kelly's asking what are the kits. So Joan, if you could post that again, the kit that we're using. It's the beads in a bag, and it's specifically the earth tone kit. So Joan is gonna put that up for you. I believe it's Kelly who's asking for that. Anyways, we're so excited to have you guys here. Is there anything else you can think of? We've got the
No, I think, I think we've covered everything that we wanted to tonight, and everybody knows where they can go to see more of us, see more of Jules,
yeah
and get the kits. Super
awesome
fun.
awesome
Highly recommend.
Yeah, and also just a quick question. Oh, Prudence is asking. Okay, Prudence, I'm sorry. It just says Facebook user. So I wasn't quite sure who that was. We're looking for another way to communicate with you guys. So the texting is awesome, but you never know what's going to happen in the world. So other options outside of Facebook. So if you know of any, or there's one that you used, let us know. We'd love to hear it, because we'd love to get you guys over on YouTube connected to the people on Facebook, and we'd love to see everybody's creations and
Absolutely.
Answer questions. So we're looking for a way to do that. So if you have any ideas, message us and let us know. So,
well, thank you for liking my peanut buttons. I don't know if that's Prudence as well, but thank you so much. But they're fun. They're fun to do. And any of these looms, I actually colored my own personal loom today. I was quite proud of her. So.
And somebody said Joan needs to post that info here. I'm not quite sure, Facebook user, what info you're talking about. But feel free to ask any of us, message any of us, and we'll get you the info you need.
It's always in the description as well, right?
Yes. All Facebook and YouTube has the description for everything going on.
Yep.
So, well, we want to keep these short and not use too much of your time. But we're so glad to have you guys.
Yep.
And we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.